Hi there, Phoenix Stars here. Today we're going to do a Shining Angels run for our right fielder. Here's the deck, and it has 9 max skills, rough deck power of just a little shy over 20. Gonna take a look at some of the cores here. I got it equipped with a lot of skill discounts, some affinity, but mainly the skill discounts are there, plus a minor max stamina boost. Going to run it with the Skills Book Tarot card and the Hawkeye and the Rescheduler so we can extend week 7 into 4 turns. So here we go in week 1. The good thing about this deck is that it does feature a skills point trainer in Clefina, and we're not using a Baseball Gods manual, so we're going to do our best to roll with the punches. I will not make this a perfect run, and initially at least, and then we'll try to salvage it. So here we go. Just in week 1, we're trying to target training with Idols trainers. Here I targeted a personal training, and we get an event with Rachel, and a decent skill discount on one of the max skills we need to focus on. So I'm looking at personal training with Clefina and trying to conserve some stamina. I would like to build up rapport with multiple URs, but I'm targeting, because we don't have a BGM this run, we're going to try to target some skill point conservation and prioritize skill discounts. So I only have a 3-star Nina in this deck, and already I guess we'll just go for the intelligence training. Try to boost that rapport with Michaela. And we meet Clefina. And I have her equipped with a few decent skill discount cores. We'll see what happens for discounts. Ooh, we had a resolve discount. That's great. And an additional discount to to an SR skill that we need to max out. Skill discount, but it's not great. It's just for an R skill that we don't need. And so with Bastet, on her initial meeting, you end up getting a drained stamina. Luckily, I equipped a core that will give me exactly 10 stamina, as you can see, so this restores it. Skill discount was not applicable, unfortunately. Running low on stamina, but here we go into game 1. And rather than have you watch baseball this entire time, I'm going to try to fast forward. We ended up with 3 hard missions for the season. And so with Shining Angels, week 1, you really just want to gather rapport, try to conserve stamina, because in week 2, that's when you're going to start collecting those star points that are so critical to this run. And from that point on, you're going to see me try to prioritize idol events. In weeks 3, 5, and 7 are the idol weeks, and that's when it's a placement exercise. Michaela will always appear in intelligence training, and Rachel will always appear in dex training. Well, Ambassador will float. And we had a combo event there, which helped restore some stamina, skill points, all that good stuff. I am near max skill points, so we're just going to skip through this real quick. But I'm going to look at the missions, not select any. I'll go back and see what the lay of the land is for training, and see what missions are best suited for this current round. I am going to, because my skill points are so high, I'm going to max out Low Ball Batter. Alright, a lot of great discounts already. Let's take a look what we can pick here. So we do have special training available. I do want to watch my stamina, but I'm going to target special training. And let's go for Dex. So we're going to train in Dex because it's special, and that way we hit and advance 3 missions at the same time, 1 step forward. And we finally meet Michaela, who will hopefully help drive the intelligence trainings forward. Skill points are dangerously high again. But here we're going to see that, yes, weeks 3, 5, and 7 we do have the star points in the training reward up bonus, and by week 5 we want to be maxing out our star points at 1,000 so we can get that UR skill. We're gonna train with Bastet, get some dexterity, advance some missions forward. We meet Kale for the first time. Yeah, I totally forgot about managing my skill points. He gives me 118 skill points in that initial meeting, so I've went way over. I've already wasted some skill points, so now I'm feeling pretty low. So we're going to go ahead, try to get that down, and I want to keep it around 700 to 800. Let's take a look at what we can pick for training. 2+ trainers at the same time. Let's go for that over the intelligence. Just trying to get training out of the way, mission out of the way right away. Try to shuffle those missions around because I'm searching for the critical missions where you do 4 intelligence or 4 dex trainings and you get a 20% reward bonus, or the best at 20% bonus for maxing out 5 skills. So I'm already pretty high in skills again, 947. What do I have a discount on? I guess power better. No, let's go for hustle. Max that out. And maybe another nib. Power better. Get that down to under 800 for now. Looking at the personal training, is there any missions that can help me? I guess I do have some personal training missions. I do have the stamina. 2 trainings in a row, which I want to manage, so let's go for that instead. We'll hit personal trainings later. Oh, and I get a stamina bonus there for best stat. The solo album event, so I'm going to pick the first category for the skill discounts. Again, I'm prioritizing, skill discounts. Tenacity and Golden Arm are 2 skills that have the potential to max out in this particular deck. And we got great discounts in both, so I'm just going to try to get a nib in both. And keeping the skill points around between 700 to 800. And then we are going to just fast forward through this game number 2. As you can see, my rating have not been particularly great. We went into an inauspicious start. Game 1, Game 2 did not get us a par, but it's just a great. But at least I'm advancing up in the batting order. Still have not accomplished a heck of a lot towards my season missions, so we're going to have to work on that in a little bit. And dig our way out of this hole that I've managed to put ourselves into. So here we are in week 3, and the idols are introduced for the first time formally. As mentioned, Michaela gives intelligence, Rachel focuses on dex, and the other 2 we don't have in our deck, Monique and Sophie, so I'm picking Michaela out of randomly, just to say, alright, she's looking at us. I'm going to go ahead and look at what we have for missions. Well, let's try to get the skill points down a little bit, because this special training is going to potentially boost our skill points quite a bit up. So we're going to do the intelligence training, which should help complete a whole whack of missions in one shot. We don't need stamina from Clefina's father, so we're going to prioritize idle mission with Rachel. Ask what's bothering her. Get a discount on Home Run Master, which helps. All of a sudden, we have completed 3 missions, and we've gotten a discount on Top Batter, which is quite helpful, because that's one of the skills that we have that we can have the potential to 4-star in this build. So, do we have any dex training? No, we do not, but we have special training with best stat as a mission. So we're going to prioritize the special training missions. Gambling that we're going to hit a lot of special trainings in this run. And we can see that there's Clefina there, and she's going to boost our skill points way up. So I'm going to go ahead, max out Golden Arm, and maybe not. Let's get down just a little bit to, yeah, around the 700 mark. And let's go train with Clefina, who's going to give us 143 skill points on this training. With Clefina, what I'm hoping is as she hops around, that she piggybacks onto special training and gives us a lot of skill points as we go along. So we meet Bastet, I don't want to lose any G points, so I pick the first option. Get a great discount on Idle Swing and max out the discount on Tenacity. Fantastic. So let's go ahead and max out Tenacity as it is. And let's see, where else can we go? Maybe I'll max out Golden Arm. And our skill points are around 742 right now. What do we have? Intelligence has a higher value. Do we have any Yes, we do have an intelligence training. 2 of them. Int 2 and Int 4, which is the mission that we've been looking at. We'll do the 2. It's a little early to do the 4. We don't want the bonus too early. Let's go ahead and clear this out. So we had to collect another 50 star points. We collect these star points, we raised up to the C tier. Collect enough star points now to get level 3 of the Angels UR. Get an event with Clefina here, which reminds me, it's time to check and see if we can buy any UR gear. Let's go ahead and spend some G points, and it's Clefina's helmet. Perfect, perfect timing. Let's go ahead and get that. And let's take a look at what mission. Oh, intelligence is a decent one. 100% chance, even though we have low stamina. I don't know. I think I'm going to go for the Int 4 training, and then that Int 2 training on the top left there, where you can maybe piggyback that when a mission slot becomes available. And I know earlier I said it was a little early, and it still is, but I want to clear these missions out. And hopefully by week 5, end up with the over 1,000 star points. Ooh, great discount on Power Batter there, and Resolve. Thanks to the missions and Nina. And so there's Resolve. Go ahead and take a nib out of that, and Idle Swing. And let's see, let's go ahead and max out Power Batter. Thank you, Nina, for that. We're looking pretty good skills wise here. Still need some discounts on some other skills, but we're building towards something here. So on to game number 3, where we fast forward through this. As you can see, I haven't really progressed very far in the season missions, and game number 3 is not going to be any different.
Excellent.
Going to not achieve a perfect here, or a superb is going to be a nice, which is terrible. So now the hole gets dug deeper. There's no way I can get 5 superbs, and so I can't achieve that 1 idle mission to get 5 superb ratings. So that's unfortunate. Here we are in week number 4. Let's see if we can salvage this run. It doesn't matter what you pick here. I picked the Rachel option, which is the second option. Determines who I get a mini intro event with in week 5. Doesn't really impact anything, but looking at the Dex training 4 times for that 20% reward. Now I'm going to go ahead and see what I can. Tap. Let's see. Dex is worth more. It's got personal on it. Let's go for it. Maybe we'll end up with Rachel. Let's see. Or knowing my luck. Well, let's see. No idle event, but let's go for the plus. Sorrow. Get some decent stats, some skill points, and I'm painfully low on stamina. There's nothing special, so I'm going to go ahead and use a lodge. And use that lodge mission, which gives me a 20% bonus reward on the next training. It's okay to use a lodge. You shouldn't be scared of using it. Stamina maintenance or management is one of those things that you just kind of have to develop that skill and get over the fear of the lodge over time. Still no special training. What can I do? Let's see, I can build rapport up on top, or I can go for some extra skill points with Clefina, and Rachel will reduce the stamina cost. Nothing great for missions up here. Or I could do Dex and finish that mission up. Let's do Dex. And add another nib towards that 4 Dex training mission. And now we get a ton of skill points from this event with Rachel. Just pop, and we get 144 skill points. Wish that the skill discount was better on a different skill or any other skill, but this many skill points, I'm going to have to spend some, and there's not a lot of great options here. So let's go ahead, maybe top batter, and resolve. Get that under 800. Alright. decent intelligence training. Let's piggyback this 2-int training mission as well, now that we have a slot open. And that way we advance 2 missions at the same time with this single int training. So, we probably need some G points at this point, so I'm going to go for Clefina's event over the Bastet event. Because we have additional UR gear to buy. This particular deck allows us to obtain 3 distinct pieces of UR gear: the gloves, shoes, and hat. Actually, there's 2 options for gloves with Nina in the deck as well. So as we resolve the Clefina mission here and get ready for game number 4, we're going to take stock of where we're at. How many skill points we have, how many G points we have. We should spend some skills. I'm going to go ahead and max out Resolve because I don't hope to get rapport with Kale. Let's go ahead and, ooh, Rachel's cleats are available, so let's go ahead and buy those. Clear out our G points. Perfect, and now between Bastet and Nina, hopefully one of their gloves will show up in the shop soon. We are in game number 4, hopefully achieving some missions at long last and getting that elusive superb rating that has eluded me so far. And moving to week 5, where we end up with hopefully either Michaela or Rachel as our super skill. So based on what happened in the beginning of week 4 during that impromptu singing contest, we have a combo event first, sorry. So based on the who you picked in week 4 for that singing contest, what option you picked, I picked the Rachel option, so she's going to appear here and give me a pep talk. It doesn't really impact anything so much as you just get an extra event with your favorite trainer. So, or favorite idols trainer, my bad. Alright, so what's available, what's special? Alright, we got Dex training with the personal training attached. Let's go ahead and go for that. And hope that we end up with Rachel or Michaela. We'll see. We'll see. Get some star points. Ooh, skill points again looking a little high. Moved up to level 4, or tier B. So level, our Angel's UR skills up at 4 now. Hopefully we'll max it out this week, if all goes well. So anyone from the first table, please. But it's RNG, so of course we are going to get someone from the second table. Clefina's not a bad choice, but I'm going to stick with what I said. I am not going to go for anyone that's a non-idol trainer, so let's go for Michaela or Rachel. And let's max out Idol Swing. Why not? Get those skill points down. And go for the int training. Hope for Michaela or the discount on skill that we could use. Hooray! We end up with Michaela. Perfect timing. Alright. I like Michaela because the second time you meet her for the rapport event, she actually restores some stamina. And stamina is king. Alright. What missions can we piggyback on? Nothing. So let's go ahead and go for the big Dex training. Well, there's a personal training that we could use. There we go. Alright. Dex, personal training. Hitting 2 missions at the same time. End up with a healthy amount of Dex. Wind up some stamina restoration as well from Michaela on top of all that. And we get a slight bonus, a 20% bonus to our next training, which I wish that it was better than that, but we'll do what we can do. There's no additional missions that we could advance at this point. So we're gonna just have to go forward and pick the intelligence training, which gives us a little more than the Dex training would. And there you go. We've hit over 1,000 star points. We've maxed that out, and now everything else is a bonus to our stats at the end of the season. surprised we haven't hit any of Rachel's costume events yet. They give some fantastic skill discounts as well as some stat boosts, but let's see what we can spend some skill points on. Top batter looks interesting. Just one little nib. Keep it between 7 and 800. And we're on to game number 5. And we are advancing our missions, our season missions, and build every play super fast here. At this point, I am well on my way to achieving my season missions, all 3 of them. So here we are in week number 6. So our stats are looking alright. You know, int and dex are around 2500, 2700. We're going to need to get some stats though. And so, oh wow. That's great. That's a great dex training. Doesn't advance any mission, to be perfectly honest. None of them. Personal training. But it's hard to turn that down in advanced personal training where the difference in the stats you get for the dex training is over 100. So I'm gonna mull it over, but I'm gonna go pick the dex training. Skill points are looking a little high at this point. And alright, we get Michaela's super skill now. And a discount on a skill we already maxed out. Dough. So, what can we spend our skill points on? We have 916. Looking at those SR skills. Looking at top batter, let's go ahead and just 4-star that. Alright, what do we have here? Int and dex again. I'm gonna do the dex training. There's nothing that we can really piggyback on here. And we need some stamina, so I picked Lufina's father. So thank you, Lufina, for that event and for the stats and the stamina. Alright. Ooh! Or we can piggyback 2 trainings now, the 4 trainers at the same time and the 3 trainers at the same time mission. Now let's take a look at those 2 missions, and we have the friend support. Finally, we get a training that's somewhat decent, so let's boost it with friend support.
Welcome.
We get 500 big intelligence points. And a plus event with best stat. Perfect. And we maxed out Idle Swing, which we already maxed out. Shoot. That discount would have come in handy. How about we get discount type defense, which we need. So that actually helps. Let's go ahead. I don't want to max it out, that's just too much. We'll get more discounts later. Yeah, another nib. Good. Personal training. Let's go all in on personal training here. We'll pick the 2 personal training missions that are available. We'll clear out 2 missions in one shot here. And we get a small discount. And a stamina restoration, thank you, Rachel. And a discount on a skill we already maxed out. Dough. Okay. Let's see. Alright, what missions can we pick? Oh, 3 superb. No, I only had 2 superb ratings. Oops, I just took up a mission slot. That was a mistake. Okay, well, I have enough G points. Maybe I can check out what equipment I can buy. Oh, alright. Oh, I can pick up Nina's glove. Perfect. Feeling a little better, even though I made a oopsie on the mission selection, but alright. Have enough skill points. Another nib on tight defense. Keep it between 700 and 800. Another one. Alright. And we'll get to those SR skills later.
Think you can do it?
So, game 6. Almost done all 3 missions, and here in game 6 I'm going to achieve all 3. At least that's the goal. And the sack flies, the home runs, and base hits. Singles and doubles. Hooray, superb. My 3rd superb rating. Oh my goodness. Took 6 games to do that. Alright, so that's one mission. I cleared that mission slot out. Thank goodness. So our stats have potential. It's all down to week 7. We need some big trainings, plural, here. So yes, we already know that we made battle tier A. Got a discount top pattern, which we already maxed out. But what do we have available for training options here? Oh, well, skill points. Let's see. Let's go ahead and take a look at the training options. And that's really good. 200 skill points from Clefina, piggybacking on a Dex special training. Let's go ahead and get friend support and see. This is purely less about the stats and more for the skill points. So we get 302 skill points we need to clear out and make room for. I'm looking at the SR skills at this point, and might as well just max these 3 out. Super slide, anti-right hand, anti-left hand feature. That looks pretty good. This is week 7, so I'm going to have to end up spending all my skill points anyway. I've achieved all 3 season missions thanks to a fantastic game 6. So I know I'm getting 600 skill points, roughly 600 from that alone, at the end of the game. So I can go on a little skill point spending spree now. Wish that skill discount counted for something I could use. Alright, we're going to lose some stamina thanks to Bastet. Perfect in a week 7, but okay. And what the... Oh, another awesome training. We're going to use Bastet's max out 5 skills. 5 skills to get that 20% training bonus. Use rapport with Nom after we do this. Piggyback this, do 2 trainings in a row, because we are going to do at least two trainings in week 7. And let's get Nom's support. And let's see, we're going to have a ton of Dex, a ton of skill points. 900 and 612. Wow. Alright, let's make some room and spend skill points. So we're going to finish off tight defense. Let's not do outfield throw god. Let's see. Not the R skills. Let's see if we can reset and go after SSR and actually UR skills. Let's go for the Home Run King Blessing. That's good enough. And let's go for it. Let's try to salvage this run.
What's wrong?
So with 902 Dex and 612 additional skill points, let's go on a little skill point spree after this. Oh! Thank you, Michaela, for the event. And a discount on Super Slide, which you just bought. But alright, whatever. And we have a great Dex training. Ooh. Well, we don't need that gear, but we do need the bat. So perfect, an SSR plus that to go with everything else. Let's see what we can spend skill points on. Let's go ahead and finish off tight defense there. And do some SSR skills. That looks pretty good. Alright. We have some options, some good discounts down there. Alright, let's go for the Dex training. Get some stamina. back from a plus event from Michaela. Now, we have a couple of options for missions. What? Oh, 5 trainers on intelligence, and I'm out of friend support. Oh, I can do in training one time. Oh, this hurts me. We're gonna get 457 skill points from this training. I wish we saved best stats bonus. There's so many things I wish, but whatever. I'm gonna take a screenshot of because this is bittersweet. It's gonna help. It's still bittersweet. All right, let's go ahead and do it. This could have been so much more. But with this, we have our intelligence and our dex each over 4,500. Achieve our last star missions. So we're going to get over 200 per stat at the end of the game. Alright. Looking pretty good. Let's go ahead and spend some skill points. Go ahead, let's see, get target sighted, defense god. Don't know if I really want the R skills, let's go ahead and max out outfield throw god. Perfect. 80. Let's see. I have 19 skills already learned, so there's 20. Max of 20, and I want them to be the highest skill level I can with them. So that'd probably be one of those SR skills. Ooh, and I have not 1, not 2, but 3 tarot cards to pick from. So let's go ahead and use them up and boost our stats, get some skill points wherever possible. Still surprised it didn't hit any of Rachel's costume events, which would have given us a significant boost. But these aren't bad, it's better than nothing. So now let's go ahead and spend our remaining skill points. And outfield catch god, I think, is more attractive defense anyway. So go ahead and do that. 20 max skills. Can't buy any more skills anywhere, or any more skill nibs anywhere. So I'm gonna go ahead and skip game 7. Hopefully we end up winning. If we don't, we don't. But we have enough. So we won. Hooray! We won the championship. Don't really care about my rating. I already have all the equipment I need. I already have all the skill points I need, and then some. Oh, just an average rating. Oh well. And so let's take a look at the post game and see what we end up with. We can't buy any more skills. Can't buy any more equipment. Gonna get a bonus of I think it's roughly 220-ish per stat from our star points. 228, nice.
Yes, that's how it's done.
And a ton of skill points. So we have 814 skill points we can't spend without a BGM. Can't learn any more skills. Everything's that could be maxed out is maxed out. Wow. All right. Well, let's go ahead. Only one thing left to do now. Let's see what our rating is. Oh, we get an extra 250 strength. All right. RR and triple S skill rating. So what do we end up with? A really strong R1 batter. Wow. Well, there you go. 5,000 dex. It's a dex player, which is great. Very close int at 4,900. Despite a rocky start and only getting 3 superb ratings, we managed to salvage the run, have an epic week 7, and with help with Clefina and some good skill discounts, we ended up with an excess of what 800 plus skill points maxed out this build. Ended up with a really decent player. Well, until the next time, thanks for sitting through this run with me. Take care. Bye for now.